the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And coming up on the news at noon, people around the DMV getting ready for their Labor Day weekend. We have some tips on the best times to hit the roads to avoid traffic. And later, Tropical Storm Idalia now moving out to the Atlantic Ocean, how people from the DMV are supporting search and rescue efforts in the South. Brittany.
And a happy Thursday, guys. It's going to be nice and warm out there with comfortable humidity, but things begin to change as we head into the weekend. So definitely keep it here. A check of that forecast is coming up.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Tosin Fakile in for Mark Hall, and we begin with developing news out of Howard County, Maryland, where police are investigating a deadly two-vehicle crash on Route 32. And that's where we find DC News Now, Liberty Zabala.
And we are along Maryland Route 32 in the westbound lanes where the eastbound lanes were closed off during this investigation. Now, police do say that this involved a Greyhound bus and a wrong-way driver in a Buick, and they say that that driver in the Buick is now dead. Howard County Police say the crash happened just after 3 this morning. Officers say a Greyhound bus was traveling eastbound on Maryland Route 32 near I-95. The bus was carrying 38 passengers. Officers then say a Buick Enclave traveling westbound in the eastbound lanes then slammed into that bus. The driver of the Buick died at the scene. Police described him as an adult male. The driver of the bus and 17 other passengers were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Praying for all the families involved. That's first to get that out the way. And people just have to be careful, because normally when I think of wrong side of the road driving, is texting and doing things of that sort to distract you from the road. So I just want to tell people to kind of be safe out there and be more careful.
And traffic here along Route 32 near I-95 appears to be returning back to normal. For now, in Savage, Liberty Zabala, DC News Now.
Thank you, Liberty. And meanwhile, Prince William County Police are investigating a fatal crash in Woodbridge. It happened around 7:30 last night on Minnieville Road. Officials say a Nissan and a BMW were speeding when that Nissan tried to pass another car on the road but lost control and hit the BMW. Both cars went off the road. Investigators say the driver of the BMW, 23-year-old Juan Jose Bonilla, was not wearing a seatbelt and died at the scene. They say the Nissan driver has minor injuries. And in Montgomery County, a man who police say shot 2 employees at a Germantown Topgolf is in court today. Police arrested 28-year-old Cyprian Nwaji. He faces attempted second-degree murder charge. He's expected in court at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Police say the shooting happened as the venue was closing Tuesday night. Nwaji is accused of shooting a security guard who asked him to leave, as well as another employee. The suspect was found at a hotel in Ocean City. Both of the victims in the shooting, police say they're expected to be okay. And this Labor Day, DC's government is making some changes to its services. Public libraries and rec centers are all closed. Several outdoor pools will stay open. The Department of Public Works will not collect trash on Monday. Trash collection will slide by 1 day. And 1203 roads are expected to be packed this weekend as people head out of town for Labor Day. Our Lex Juarez is reporting from I-270 in Potomac, Maryland, with what we can expect for the rest of the day and tomorrow.
Right, well, traffic has continued to build and continues to do so right now. It's going to keep going like this throughout the day today, because they do expect for this to be the most crowded that the roadways are going to be for the entire Labor Day weekend. Now, if you are traveling for Labor Day weekend, it's important to hit the roads before 2 o'clock this afternoon. That's because the most congestion is going to be between 2 and 6 this evening. We do know local traffic will be picking up at the tail end of that during the evening rush hour, so factor that into your plans for traveling. As far as Friday goes, you're going to want to make sure that you get out the door early. Traffic is going to be pretty rough after 11 in the morning, making sure that you're hitting the road before then, unless you're going to prepare yourself to sit in traffic. And we do know that most people go to the coast for Labor Day weekend as an unofficial end to the summertime. Now, it is important to know if you're planning on getting in the ocean this weekend, that rip current up and down the East Coast is going to be pretty bad. That's because of Tropical Storm Idalia. We want to make sure that everybody is safe, not only getting to and from the destinations, but also while they're there for their last vacation of the summer. In Maryland, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
And coming up at 12:30, we'll be taking a look at gas prices across the DMV before you hit the road for that holiday weekend. All right, we are taking a live look outside this afternoon. It's set to be a sunny and comfortable day in the DMV. Forecaster Brittany Ward joins us in the studio for the latest check on the forecast. And Brittany, what can we expect for the rest of the day as this holiday weekend kicks off? But today has been off to a phenomenal start.
Yes, and you know what? It's going to stay phenomenal as we head through your Thursday. Going to be a bit breezy at times, so be mindful of that. But overall, we are quiet. Here's a look at satellite and radar showing you the past few hours here in the DMV. We had some passing clouds just to our south, but notice Tropical Storm Idalia still well off of the coast of the Carolinas. It's going to continue to push offshore as we head through your day today. But if you are going to be heading to the beaches along the coast, rip currents will be major, so be mindful of that. Zooming it in closer to home, we're starting to see peaks of sunshine across much of the DMV. This will be the common trend as we head through your day today, with those temperatures still on the warmer side. Stepping out this hour in the nation's capital, 77 is the outside temperature. Lower 70s as you head over there to Hagerstown. A little bit cooler as you head further off to the north and west. 70 currently in Kaiser, 71 as you head over there to Cumberland. You factor in those dew point temperatures, very comfortable out there. Lots of dry air across the DMV, so the humidity values today again will be on the lower side. So definitely get outside and enjoy it. Highs today rebounding nicely back into the lower 80s. We'll be seeing that mixture of sun and clouds throughout your entire day today, holding on to lots of sunshine as we head into your Friday with lower humidity. Highs still going to be in the 80s. We start to warm up though as we head into your Saturday. Mid 80s is forecast to be the high with lots of sunshine. Then it looks like we're turning hot and humid as we head into the end of the holiday weekend and to unofficially end out the summer season. Looks like highs will be rebounding into the 90s with muggy conditions. So definitely keep it here, Tosin. We'll have a check on that coming up.
And you could just hear the wind and rain pummeling South Georgia as Idalia made its way through the region. 500,000 customers were left without power yesterday across Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. Now, taking a closer look at Florida, you can see there's the sheer amount of destruction left behind from that storm. This is an aerial view of Treasure Island, Florida from this morning. Floodwaters have mostly receded there, but you can see debris and sand left behind from that surge. And among those helping with cleanup in Florida, 8 volunteers from the DMV. The Red Cross says because of stronger, more frequent storms, they've had to ramp up additional supplies and volunteers.
Some are planning to help out in a shelter, preparing food and delivering food to people who are seeking shelter and need warm meals. Others are driving trucks full of supplies, and we have more on standby.
Members of Virginia Task Force 1 from Fairfax County are also on the ground as part of the emergency response. The Red Cross says the best way to help right now is through financial donations, but they do need volunteers to sign up to help for possible future disasters. And the National Weather Service issuing warnings over life-threatening rip currents in the Virginia Beach area. You heard Brittany talk about this a little while ago. If you are hitting the beach this weekend, keep in mind the rip current risk could last until Saturday. A representative with the Virginia Beach Life-Saving Service says if there isn't a lifeguard on duty, you should not be in the water.
We'll have patrols out. The water's going to look really ugly and rough and like you shouldn't go in it. You shouldn't go in it. And use some common sense and just stay out of the water.
Good advice there. And other beaches around us, like the Outer Banks in North Carolina, they're under a high rip current risk as well. All right, 12:09 in our schools. A high school student is charged with underage possession of a firearm after bringing part of a ghost gun to Blair High School in Silver Spring. Montgomery County Police say they were called to the school just before 1 p.m. on Tuesday. Officials say the part was recovered from a 17-year-old student on school grounds. Luckily, no one was hurt. And the Frederick County Board of Education is weighing whether or not they'll implement a new camera pilot program that would allow cameras into special education classrooms. Our Michaela Newton covers Frederick County and was there at last night's Board of Education meeting.
After long-awaited discussions, staff of the Frederick County Board of Education did not recommend a pilot program that would put cameras in special education classrooms. A survey showed approximately 44.8% of staff opposed the idea of the program. Most of the board members were on the fence about the program, saying there were many pros and cons, including if there was enough funding and concerns about how the cameras will be used.
Cameras don't stop violence. All they do is provide evidence in court. We've seen enough evidence of that so if you're looking for things to be stopped, prevented, this may not be that route.
Meanwhile, supporters of the program say it will be beneficial for the safety of the students.
This isn't an us versus them situation. I've been a single father for 10 years of a nonverbal autistic child, and I know how difficult it can be. They're outright heroes for the profession they've chosen. But evil does exist, and it will infiltrate where we are most vulnerable. My son deserves the same sense of safety and security as his verbal peers do.
This issue was brought to light after thousands of reported incidents back in the 2017-2018 school year and the first half of 2019-2020 school year. The program was introduced after the Department of Justice reached an agreement with FCPS to address the discriminatory use of seclusion and restraint against students with disabilities. The board hopes to conduct more surveys with additional staff and parents to figure out a solution. Reporting in Frederick County, Maryland, Michaela Newton, DC News Now.